I'm Mona Lisa Joshi, the founder and director of a publishing house called Chrysanthemum Chronicles, and I run this publishing house from New Delhi, India. And today I'm back again with another of book reviews through this video, and I'm going to review Frost by M.P. Kozlowsky, and I have recently finished reading this book and I felt that I have to review it because I really liked it, and I would like to give you a little bit of about it, that whether you should pick this book up or not, or you should read this book. But before I start this video and start my review, I would like to request you all that do subscribe to my channel, also for the reason that if you are a writer out there, I'll be happy to help you in getting your book published, because we are contemporary publishers and we do books differently. Now this segment is totally for reviewing books which I mostly enjoy after I've finished a book, though my pace is quite slow, and because of the time limit, also because of many other things that I do, I get little time, so it becomes slightly difficult to adjust the timing of reading and then reviewing, because I'm doing so many other things as well, as a publisher, as a writer, as a poet, as an author, also as a digital creator. So Frost is a book that is something that I would say is suitable for age group of 16 plus and even below, like 13 years, and after that any age group can read it because it's totally clean, doesn't have any explicit language. And the reason I think is because the author has been a teacher after he left his job and became a full-time writer, and I have read first book of this author. I wasn't aware of him before, but I totally loved it and I might get some more of his books soon. So this book is basically a sci-fi book. The genre is sci-fi, that is science fiction, and it talks about a post-apocalyptic world where there are people who are trying to survive. So the story begins with a little girl who has been left by her robot, I would say, because the whole world has deteriorated because of the apocalypse, and the author has chosen to call it this particular thing as Days of Bedlam. And that girl is the protagonist of the story also, alongside Bunt. Bunt is also another male protagonist, I would say. He is a robot, but he protects her in every step, in every challenge that she faces ahead of her journey. And she has been left by her parents in an abandoned building just to keep her safe. Her father has died, although before dying, because he was a scientist, her father is Alex. Before dying, he has kept his memories through a chip or something into that robot. So there's a transition that we keep on seeing in between. Sometimes it's Bunt the robot and sometimes it's her father Alex. And as we see that Bunt is protecting her all the way, Frost has now become totally bored of staying into this building, into this abandoned building, and she wants to leave this. Another reason for leaving this place, this safe confinement, because there's a pet. She has a pet called Brute. Now Brute is a kind of animals category, or wild animals which have been termed as brutes only, and her brute is Rome's, and she totally loves him and she wants to save him, and this becomes the major reason that she steps out of this abandonment in this abandoned building, knowing that there are so many dangers out there. And there are some eaters, not some, there are many eaters, because the world has totally transformed into a place where there's danger, there's and on every path you have to survive. Water eaters, why the author has used them, you should read this book for that reason. I don't want to give out much because that would be a spoiler. So Frost starts this journey along with Bunt, her robot, and Rome's, and since the pet is sick and can't even move, so they have to drag him throughout their journey, and that is the reason it becomes difficult for them on every step that they take, because they have to survive from the eaters And the saddest part is that her mother has also changed into one of those eaters, and this really kills me to read every time, that how she has some memories of her mother, and then she feels the pain that her mother has changed into one of those eaters, and her father let her go because now she's not that person anymore. So Frost is a little girl of 16 year, and she starts this journey along with them, and then on the way she meets Barrow and his son Flynn, and also they are staying safe in the zone area, but somehow because of Frost's optimism and because of the hope and faith that she carries, all the stories that her father has told her about the place called Battery, where there's still people, where there are survivors, and this place is more like just before the apocalypse, just before this bedlam. So Frost wants to go there, and she has hope that she will be able to save her save her her pet. And sorry, I am mistaken. Brute is the pet and Bunt is her robot. Yeah. So she would be able to save her Brute, and there must be medicine, there must be people out there, and they have to face eaters on their way. They face many other robots who have been completely malfunctioned, and their memories have been gone. The memories have gone haywire, and they are behaving as negative elements in this book. And how the journey then changes into full of twists and turns, and the book is so interesting that each page is a page turner. You will find so much interest in it because there's a lot of things that's happening in this book, and a lot of suspense, and the major element that remains quite suspenseful and mysterious is again in the end. So I would say that you can all pick this book up and read it today, because it's completely clean, and you will love the language. It's simple, it's flowing, and this is the story of a girl called Frost, and you will love her journey, is she able to reach to the Battery, and what happens, how many challenges she faces. So this is the story, and what is the best part that I loved about it, that there are so many raw emotions of this girl that have been shown by the author, and she doesn't lose hope in any situation, even if they have been attacked by the eaters, even if Flynn was arrested, even Frost gets arrested by a man called John Lord, because he is controlling and overpowering some of the robots and also some humans, so that he can control this world, and he can become the king of this place. So there a lot of challenges come on in their way, and still Frost doesn't lose hope. Her name, however, means Frost, means cold, means ice, but her heart is not like that. She is optimistic all the time, and she desperately wants to reach to Battery. How many people she meets on her way, and how many people helps her out, and her constant companion is Bunt, and her Brute Roams. So just go ahead and read this book today. I will highly recommend it to all the teenagers and all the YA people, young adult fiction. This is completely into the genre, and I would give it 4.5. It has a good language, good flow, good language. Diction is also simple, vocabulary is quite simple. You won't need dictionary for any part of it. I'll just read a little bit of it, a blurb that is on the front. This is a hardbound book. 16-year-old Frost understands why she has spent her entire life in an abandoned apartment building. The ruined streets below are hunting ground for rogue robots and eaters. She understands why she has never met a human besides her father. She even understands why he forbids her to look for medicine for her dying pet. But the thing is, it's not her real father giving the orders. It's his memories. Before he died, Frost's father uploaded his consciousness into the robot servant. But the technology malfunctioned and now her father fades in and out. So when Frost learns that there might be medicine on the other side of the ravished city, she embarks on a dangerous journey to save the one living creature she loves. So I just told you everything about it, but there's a huge suspense that will unravel in the end. So for that you have to immediately grab this book from Amazon or Flipkart. Try, you might find on both the portals. So this was my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reviews, for more book videos, for many other things. I keep on bringing variations of stuff, so I hope you will enjoy watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a great time ahead. Bye all.